So our class today was Detox Pretox. I'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. And I just want to say the road to good health is paved with good intestines. It's kind of corny, but I just wanted to get that out there to start us off on a good note. I want to thank Rich at the back there. He's done some tremendous work, not just for me, but for the whole congregation. He works really diligently to make sure that what we present is professional and that it looks good. And I also want to mention, when you get your packets today, not giving them up front, because then people get focused what's in the packet and they're not really following what's going on, and you lose so much. You can take the packets home and read them to your delight all day long. So, but I did want to mention one thing, and that's the wellness shop that will be on the top of the package. Rich created a little QR code for me, and this goes to a local charity. It goes to the children's home in Malawi, the youth home that we've sponsored before, that Becky and I have been part of, and maybe some others here. So if any sales are created, if anybody wants to purchase anything that is mentioned here, or even switch their buying habits to that site instead of Amazon, they can by going through this. There's a way to get through to the weight program. There's videos, there's recipes. Some of those are on the front table here, and they're all free. There's also a weight profile. So if you want to go in there privately and scroll down to the weight profile, take it. You will be able to download a free journal, and it's up front here if anybody wants to look at it. It's tattered. I've used it and used it. It's $25 to purchase online. But if you go through this little QR code, or if you struggle, let me know, and I can show you how to do your weight profile. It's just between you and yourself. Be honest, be candid, because what we do in private sometimes shows in public. So we can't hide stuff a lot of times. So I would go ahead and take that, and then you can scroll to the bottom of the page and it'll say download your journal. And that is a great resource to follow on from where we are today. This is part of a 12-week class, and I'm going to try and cram as much as I can in to get us through this today. But there are some health surveys in the packages and some releases for me that I'd like to have signed if you haven't already done that. The rest of the packet you can take home. If you have questions, concerns, please feel free to contact me. My number's up front here on this big sign. This is my business name. And if you see me at church, I'm not opposed to anybody coming up and asking questions. If I can help you, I will. The Seize the Day Healing Ministry was something that was given to me some years back. It really didn't take off. Had some conflict with the idea, but I really believe we're servant leaders and we need to lead in our communities. And this is part of what the Lord put on my heart, is to be a servant leader for Him. And when I asked Him, well, what gifts do I have? He showed me quite clearly the gifts, and that my efforts are not going unnoticed. So don't do it for any kind of glory. This is all the Lord's work, as we know. So I just wanted to start briefly, though, with the detox of the mind. We're going to talk about detoxing the body, which is really important, but if we don't detox the mind, we're not going to get there. We have to come on board, and when we get to the last class, which is Bondage Broken, it's going to talk about the things that we get up in the morning and we say, we're going to start a new day, we're going to have new habits, we're going to do this, maybe for the Lord, maybe for ourselves or our family, and by the end of the day or the week, we've stopped doing what we declared we were going to do, and we're going to go through that and see why we do that, and is it because we don't give all glory to God? So I just wanted to mention, just very briefly, and I don't want to hop on this at all, but we had some very tragic events this week in our country, and very sad events that happened to some Christians or a Christian gentleman that maybe should never have happened. So I want us to be mindful what our words do, and if you ever follow Joyce Meyer, she will tell you what you say can change your life. And it's all about the power in our words. And our words are containers for power. Proverbs 18:21 teaches us that the power of life and death is in the tongue. Words have both creative power and destructive power. Anytime we have power, we also have responsibility. Many times people want some kind of power so they can play around with it or to flaunt it to others, but God will not allow that. If He gives us power, He requires us to be responsible for it. Since God has given us power in our words, He wants us to be accountable for them. In Matthew 12:36, Jesus says, "But I tell you, on the day of judgment, men will have to give account for every idle, inoperative, non-working word they speak." If we really believe this verse and know we will have to be accountable for our words, and if we really believe our words are powerful, most of us would be much more careful about what we say. So just take a moment, maybe a minute, 30 seconds to a minute, to reflect on some of the words that we say to ourselves, to each other, to our people at work, to the community, that may not be what we should be saying. And how do we keep those words in the sight of Jesus and what he would want us to say? So let's just take a moment to reflect on some of the words and take that silence, not just for what happened this week, but for us, so that we can cleanse our souls and cleanse our thoughts, that we're always mindful of what Jesus would say. I'm just going to give a short prayer to get us started this evening. Heavenly Father, indeed so grateful for the opportunity to stand here before these your people, created by you, loved by you. And I pray that we will all receive a blessing this evening as we learn about how to detoxify our minds and our bodies so that we could adequately serve you in the way that we should. Truly challenged by the world and the way it is. And Lord, I know you did not want it to be this way, and we have agency. And we thank you for that, but we pray that our minds will be clear to know the way forward, not just to cleanse our bodies, but to cleanse our souls. These bodies are the only places we have to live in, and we pray we would keep them clean for you, and that we would praise you and glorify you in everything that we do. And we pray this in Jesus' name. Amen. I'm going to start with a quiz. If I can find it. We got rearranged up here because I brought so much material. It was way too much really for just a 1-hour session. So I'm going to start with a quiz. And we're just going to talk about detox. What is it? Why would you detox before anything, before maybe starting a lifestyle change or starting a weight loss challenge? Why would you detox? Well, it is similar to putting new oil into a dirty filter. The new clean nutrients work better in a clean environment. And we have some homework later today to look at Clean 15 and the Dirty Dozen, and those are foods that are clean to eat and those that are not clean to eat, and what you need to do to make them cleaner for your body to be able to use and absorb. What is the purpose of detoxing? Actually, it starts to improve your metabolism, helps your cravings, helps you to allow your taste buds to appreciate the taste and flavors of healthy food, and helps jumpstart your lifestyle change, your weight program, your Biggest Loser, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. What dead foods are we cleansing the body of during detox? And detox week for me usually goes about 1 week. Some people do a 21-day cleanse or a fast, but for me a detox is just 4 to 7 days, possibly. Well, refined grains, starches, sugars, fats, these are the items that cause problems for our body. These leave the body nutrient depleted and feeling tired and hungry and lead to constant overeating. There's a system that works along with the liver to metabolize fat. Anybody know what that system is? I'm going to give you the answer, so it's okay. And it's hard for Rich to hear you when you speak, so it's your digestive system. That's why I said the road to good health is paved with good intestines. What is the colon deciding to do, or designed to do? We all know it's to eliminate toxins from our body, but if it's not working correctly, those toxins will build up in the body, and then the release from those toxins causes further damage. What is one of the most serious results of an overworked colon? Toxins and bile sitting around too long, which may cause reabsorption into your body. So we're going to talk a little bit about that when we go through these slides here in a minute. What is one of the most serious results? Oh, I think I just told you that one. What is one of the most serious results of an overstressed or toxic liver? Liver becomes overloaded and cannot fully metabolize fat, which leads to vitamin deficiencies and poor digestion. In the packet that I'm going to hand out halfway through the class, you'll be able to see some of the things that cause damage to your body and how to alter those things. So what would be a 7-day detox goal? It's designed to clean up your taste buds, your gastric system, or your GI tract, and your liver. Does anybody know what an antioxidant is? And what are the purpose of antioxidants and enzymes? Antioxidants work to combat free radicals in your body that cause damage, disease, and illness. And living enzymes found in fresh fruits and vegetables will work to break down the food in your GI tract. So what do you think the primary food source would be for a detox? This is the detox of the body, not necessarily the mind. It would be raw vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, and oils. I'm going to stop right there, but I have like 40 questions. If anybody wants to get a copy of that later on, they can. I can send it to you, or I can bring some to church, and we can go through them right there. So now we're going to look at this presentation, which is Optimize Your Health, Start with Detoxification of the colon, liver, and digestive maintenance. So define toxins. Why is it important to detoxify? How does your body detoxify? Methods of detoxification, foods, supplements, like we said last week. Supplements are necessary, they're essential because of our food source, and they fill the gaps when we don't eat the right foods to help our bodies have the nutrition that we need. Options for detoxification and recommendations to support ongoing health. Toxins are harmful. They're harmful substances that build up in our bodies over time through the air we breathe. Sometimes we can't do much about the pollutants in the air. The foods we eat, we can choose to eat healthier foods. The stress we put on our bodies on a daily basis. The body needs to be periodically cleansed of these toxins, and that's not something we do on a regular basis. Our health goal would be to keep toxins from disrupting normal functions of the body, which it does. Detoxification is the process of removing harmful substances from the body, external toxins, food additives. A lot in the news about food additives right now. Pesticides, chemicals, tobacco products, pollution. Internal toxins, bodily waste. If you're not going to the bathroom on a regular basis, if you're not eliminating correctly, some of that bodily waste, there's toxins, toxic gases coming off that and causing harm to your body. The digestive process, energy production, hormone synthesis, and stress. We live in a world filled with an abundance of toxic chemicals. Unfortunately, the overabundance of toxins builds up in our bodies, causing undue stress. In many instances, the liver, the gallbladder, the kidneys, and the digestive system, they just can't keep up. There's such a demand placed on them. Over a period of time, if toxins are not removed, it may adversely affect your health. And we see this with a lot of people start getting sick over years. It takes a long time to get to that point. So trying to do a cleanse and clean up, you have to start slow and then move on to cleansing your body. Like any filter, the liver and its supporting detox organs need to be cleansed regularly. A buildup of toxins without sufficient detoxification support may lead to an increased toxic burden. So what puts you at risk? Environmental exposure, chemicals, smoke, pollution, dietary factors that we may have more control over, sugar, alcohol, processed foods, lifestyle factors like a lack of sleep, which we talked about last week, lack of physical activity, and excess weight. High stress lifestyle, increased demand on recovery. What are we looking to support with focused supplementation? Like I said last week, the naturopaths that I work with and the scientists, they're all saying the food's just not enough. It's not really feeding our body. Some of us take supplements, but they're not being absorbed. They're just sitting in our gut for days and days and days, and they're not being passed through. And I have another video that I can show of a video swallow where there are 5 supplements sitting in somebody's gut, and they're all at different stages of the elimination process. A healthy digestive tract, gallbladder, and kidneys are essential for your liver to complete its goal for effective detoxification. And we all hear that the liver is the detox organ, but without the others working together, it cannot do its job effectively. The liver's primary function is to sort out and eliminate toxins from the body. Toxins are removed from the body in a complex 2-phase process. Phase 1 is to neutralize and make toxins easier to excrete, and phase 2 is the actual excretion, and this is a picture of the inside of our body here. The GI tract is not just a place of plumbing, it's an active organ involved in immunity, an active barrier between you and the outside world, a combination of immune tissue and healthy microflora, which is bacteria. Excretion, the intestine finishes the process of digestion and absorption of nutrients and passes unwanted material through for elimination. Be aware, genetics, diet, environment, and stress can influence the proper functioning of the liver and this process. So who should detox? Do you eat processed foods, drink alcohol, smoke, not get enough sleep, experience stress, need more energy, want to feel better, have exposure to chemicals at work, prescription medications, and I have a list up here of medications that actually affect your vitamin responses in the body, and it'll be in your packet, which you'll have before we leave today. The first step to a fresh start is a proper detox plan. Only once you prepare for better health can you expect results. It ain't just going to happen. You have to invest. You have to take accountability. And that was written by Dr. Deidre Mason, who was the presenter of the slides of last week. Diet. Eat a diet rich in color, healthy fats and lean protein. Stay hydrated with filtered water, not sugary drinks. Exercise. Support circulation and digestion with regular movement. Make sure you take steps to get a good night's sleep. So all this comes together synergistically, like we talked last week, that everything complements itself. And supplementation. Why care about nutrition? Why bother? We are a nation of wealth, but not of health. We're one of the unhealthiest nations in the world, and we spend the most money on health care. So your health is in your control. You can make changes, and you can be accountable for your own health. Yeah, there's some genetics involved. I've got a genetic disposition for cardiac. Both my parents had cardiac disease. There's some things I can't always change, but the things that I can take accountability for. We are suffering and dying from diseases of lifestyle. I mean, if we go to the emergency room, we've broken our arm, they do a great job of fixing it. But if we go with a problem, sometimes the doctors are struggling to know how to treat and how to fix. So what is wrong with the current Western diet? That's the food that we eat every day. Excessive fat, sugar, processed, not enough fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grains, berries, nuts, plants, and proteins. Wrong amounts. Our portion sizes here are huge. Often 3 to 4 times the normal expected size. And we eat at the wrong time. Eating large meals at dinner just before sleep, skipping breakfast, and rushing lunch, and so on. And we all do it. We all live a busy, stressful life, and we all have some of these behaviors that I'm talking about. So how do you get your body back to a natural balance? The Lord didn't mean for us to be this unhealthy. He really didn't. He created many things that would cause us to have a much healthier lifestyle. Cleanse your intestinal tract and promote healthy liver function. Lose weight. All that fat that's hanging around our bodies is not good for us. Increase energy and a sense of well-being. Improve skin and promote longevity. I'm going to talk about a couple of supplements, so based on that, I have to give this statement. The statement in this presentation have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. Market America products are not intended to diagnose, cure, or prevent any disease. And that has to be said, because if the FDA was here, they would shut me down immediately. Something was moved here earlier, and I'm trying to find it, but maybe I won't. That's okay. Market America, I'll just mention, is a product brokerage company founded in 1992 by J.R. Reidinger. He pioneered the way for the delivery of the finest nutraceuticals in the world. They are backed by science and have revolutionized the health and wellness industry for over 30 years. The company is built on product and powered by people. Their current CEO, Lauren Reidinger, was just recognized at the White House by the MAHA movement for her success in promoting wellness and changing lives. An awesome, awesome woman. She lost her husband 3 years ago to a pulmonary embolism, that was a clot in the lung from a COVID shot. And she was devastated. She's picked herself up, and she's still moving forward with this company to bring this type of education out and to change people's lives. And her husband always talked about the dash. His big thing was, what are you going to do from the day you were born till the marker goes on your grave and it's the end? What have you done to change the lives? And he has actually changed the lives of thousands of people all over the world. A great legacy to have left behind. So this particular NutriClean 7-day system is a system that will simultaneously clean the colon, small intestine, and liver by providing a high-quality herbal release, a daily fiber supplement, and a high-quality herbal liver cleanse. And there are people in this room that have done this cleanse. It is intense. It doesn't mean you all have to do this. There are several ways to detox your body. I'm just giving you options. You can do it with fruits, vegetables, proteins, and teas. You can do it by buying a 7-day detox packet and following exactly what that protocol does. Or you can, as I say, be accountable and do it by yourself. Lots of fresh vegetables, rich in antioxidants, phytochemicals, and fiber. Fiber's a big deal. We're not getting enough fiber to move everything along in our body so we can eliminate those toxins out. Colorful vegetables support the body's metabolic needs, at least 3 servings a day. And I have a sister in here, I know, she prepared her vegetables every night, or at least a couple of days at a time, so that when things are presented that are things we shouldn't eat, you already have something else in place. So if somebody comes with a tray of cookies and you've got carrots cut up or whatever it is, you have something else in place so that you don't always have to migrate to the sugary items. Fresh fruits are high in fiber. They're loaded with antioxidants that help heal the body and phytochemicals. They have a natural source of sugar for energy. And raw fruits are packed with digestive enzymes, which would help break down your food and get it to that isotonic state that we talked about last week. Everything that we eat has to be in an isotonic state to be absorbed. Is consuming whole natural foods enough? Consuming a wide variety of natural foods in their freshest and least processed form is still the best practice. The quality of food may be limited by transportation, storage, cooking, irradiation, microwaving, handling, freezing and thawing, and exposure to light and oxygen. The average vegetable found in today's supermarket is anywhere from 5% to 40% lower in minerals, including magnesium, iron, calcium, and zinc, than those harvested just 50 years ago. And this presentation is about 10 years old. The newer one I was going to present is very much into the biochemistry. It's a little higher level, not that you wouldn't understand it, but you can get lost in all the biochemistry. So we are far worse off today than we were then. So this talks about the actual packet of cleanse. I'm not going to go all the way through, but there's fiber powder to help move things along. You got to remember to hydrate. Drink at least 64 ounces of water a day. And the rest of this are tablets to release your liver if you want to do a quick detox. Just going to move right along with that. Like I say, the kit is a 7-day system to be used in conjunction with. It's not a quick fix, but a lot of people are using GLP-1 meds just to lose weight. They're taking injections, and it is not a quick fix. It's messing with your vitamin B absorption. It's losing your muscle, which you need for longevity. There are other ways that you can take care of your body. I actually have a supplement that actually stimulates your body's own GLP-1. We make our own. Our God is so great. He put everything within us that we needed. We're just off balance a lot of times because we choose to do things that we shouldn't. So committing to a NutriClean 7-day cleanse is the perfect foundation for a wellness program and a weight loss program. And like I say, I have several different detox programs. You can choose which one talks to you the best. And if it's not up here in your mind and you haven't got your head into it, it is not going to happen. The rules. Things get worse before they get better. Do not just do a liver detox without supporting all the other organs of elimination. After a liver cleanse, be sure to maintain a detoxing lifestyle. So if you choose to detox, and first time I ever detoxed on this program, I lost 15 pounds in 1 week. I was rigid. I did it by the book. I dropped 15 pounds in 1 week. I felt great, but don't stop there. You need to continue on to the next phase and the next phase of keeping as healthy as you can. So we live in an environment of synthetic ingredients that keep increasing in both number and quantity. We must continually take steps to detoxify. By identifying poor lifestyle habits, you can minimize exposure. After detoxing, continue to eat fresh, unprocessed food with an emphasis on colorful foods. Keep hydrated with purified water. Support major detox organs such as liver, kidney, intestines, and skin with additional supplementation. If you take the weight loss profile, it will tell you what supplements you need. Doesn't mean you have to buy them, you have to purchase them. They will go through the church charity for the children's home in Malawi. Anything that's purchased, the sale goes to them. They're a 501c3 organization, and their papers were sent to the state of Missouri via my company, and we agreed that they were viable to have this program. They have the exact same website as I have, and that's why you're able to go in and purchase from them if you need to, or from me personally if you feel there's something that you just want to help get over that hump of detox so you can get on your way and get started. So what are your next steps? Jumpstart your health. Like I say, either purchase a system or start looking at ways to cleanse. And that's when I talk about a pre-tox. If you're not ready to detox and to engage and be accountable for a 7-day or whatever it is, start pre-toxing your home. Start looking at the foods you buy, the things you eat, and start looking for ways that I can switch this into something that's healthier. I don't advocate anybody to throw away food. Food costs money, and there are people starving. But maybe just looking at what you purchase every week and make a decision when you're out there at the grocery store, how can I pre-tox? How can I get myself ready so that when I decide I want to detox for 7 days, either by taking a 7-day pack or following a program or just cleaning up the way you eat, colorful foods, fruits, vegetables, water, whichever way that you decide, we're all different, and some of this information speaks to people in a different way. So we need to cleanse and detoxify, as we've spoken of. Lifestyle enhancements. Ask and learn about our TLS weight loss solution. Well, that was rebranded to Go Trim, and I am a Go Trim coach. So if there's anything you need, pick up my number here and text me, and hopefully we can meet and I can share with you what I think you may need going forward. Customize your health solutions for you and your family. Don't look at anybody else, even in the Big Loser program. Don't look and say, well, that person lost 20 pounds, I only lost 1. Don't compare. We're all different. Our metabolism is different. There are some people that will lose 2 inches off everywhere they've measured. They'll lose 2 or 3 inches. And their lab work will change, but they don't lose weight. And as they progress on, as the weeks go by, the weight starts to come off. So you cannot compare and get disgruntled or get disheartened. Just stay focused. Keep your mind in the game and stay focused. Nothing is more valuable than your health. It is your responsibility. Your health is your wealth. There are a lot of people that have lost their health, and they have essentially lost their wealth. They lose their homes. They don't have any money because they're constantly chasing to get their health back. So start your journey towards optimal health today. Okay, where do we go from here? I think I will give you your handouts. And like I say, if you want to sign into the website and you have problems, let me know. But I have some handouts up here if somebody would like to pass those out for me. Oh, here they are. So while we're doing that, like I say, the first 2 pages I need signed if you haven't already filled those out and given them back to me, and the rest you can keep. Some of the information inside these packages you may not understand, but we need to stay in fat-burning zone, and there are ways to eat that will promote us to stay in that fat-burning zone, and I've put some of those pictures in there to try and help you understand that we need to stay in that fat-burning zone. I'm just going to look up something right now about detoxing your skin. I didn't write my page down, but we'll find it. Okay. When you're sitting at home at night, whether you're watching TV or you're just relaxing, there is a way that you could actually do some detox on your skin. I have a very soft brush here, and you just take it to your skin and massage your skin with it. And this will start stimulating the lymphatic system, and it will help you to try and cleanse some of the toxins that are in your body. So you just gently take it and do a circular movement. Feels pretty stimulating. But once you've done that, I want you to make sure you can do your legs, your arms, your chest. And if you want information on that, let me know and I will copy it for you. But this is just like a $3 little brush. I make scrubs sometimes to use with it. But you can just gently stimulate your skin. Your skin is one of your biggest organs. And it is an organ of detoxification. So you need to sweat and get those pores opened. And these little things are about $3 or $4. And you could do that gently just to stimulate your body, but make sure you drink plenty of water so that those toxins that are released can be flushed out of the body. If you're not flowing, that means if you're constipated and you're not flowing and you're eating 3 meals a day, you should be going to the bathroom 3 times a day. So a lot of us are not there. We're having problems. The naturopath I trained with, she actually eliminated twice a month. So those toxins were building up in her body and releasing in, and she was quite sick. So she took steps to detoxify, used some aloe juice, some complete greens, which is a powder supplement full of your green vegetables, which you can make into a smoothie. So make a change. Start with one thing. Think of one thing I said today that resonated and start there. No matter what it is. Maybe get rid of one item in the home that you know is not good for you. Maybe walk an extra 15 feet today. No matter what it is, maybe pick up a can of peas and put it back down. If you don't have weights at home, to start get that muscle metabolism going. Muscle dictates metabolism. Protein and fiber at every meal makes losing weight no big deal. So these are the combinations of things that you can do to make that change. You could start with skin brushing if that's something that you might enjoy to do. I know my items were moved up here earlier, so I'm kind of off a little as to where my presentation is next. So, oh, maybe that's it. Thank you. Like I was told earlier, I brought 3 months' worth of information to jam into 1 hour, which is fine. So food, we're talking about food, okay? Can either be the best form of medicine or the slowest form of poison. So it takes a long time to get where we are today. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take maybe 3 to 6 months to feel that you're starting to cleanse your body and feel better. So don't be hard on yourselves. Give yourself a lot of kudos when you make changes in your lives. Your homework, like I talked about earlier, is to look up the dirty dozen and the clean 15. There are foods that we eat and what we buy, but have got toxins all over them. They've got things that we shouldn't consume. So a little brush to cleanse your fruit before you put it in your mouth. We've no idea sometimes of what's happening to our food before it gets to the store. Next week, we're doing process to progress. And we're going to look at some of the things that happen to our food once it's transported to the local grocery, and how we can maybe make those changes again to get a healthier diet. If anybody needs a private consultation from me, please let me know and I will come and help you. I may not have all the answers, but I can certainly try to navigate you in the best way. This company has been around 33 years now. I've been with them about 15 or so. I know a lot of the naturopaths. I know how this company operates, and that it operates with integrity and honesty. And if there was anything ever found in one of its products that was not supposed to be there, the whole shipment is gone. They random test in 10 different countries, so I feel like I have a company with integrity that matches the way I think and do things. And not only does the charity get the benefit from any sale, I shop at Walmart and I shop through the charity. I shop at Tractor Supply for my dog food. The charity gets a check. I don't see it. It goes right to them. They do what they want with it. I have no business going into their business meetings. That's created to give them some revenue. So anything that I do that I can through that site, I just do it through the Give Back Hope site, which is on your packet. I think now we're going to watch the last of my presentation, and this is a kind of a positive approach to, you've all decided, right, you're going to detox. Whether you're detoxing your mind or detoxing your body, whatever it is, you've made that decision hopefully today that we need to make a change, all of us. We might think we're healthy. People look at me and say, you're 66, you don't look too bad. I'm unhealthy. My body fat is off the chart. So don't compare, don't look at other people. You know within yourself whether your mind is not right, whether your words don't flow right, whether you're saying things that you shouldn't, and we all know that we're eating and doing things that are not good for us. And that's why we have such an unhealthy nation, and we can change that. Like I said, your health is in your control, and that came from Dr. Steve Lamb of ABC News a long time ago. He said, your health is in your control, to a degree. We know we have genetics and certain other things out there, but let's look as if let's just imagine that we're going to do this detox. I'm going to have Rich now play this next short little video for me, and this is actually on the free website, so you can go watch it again and again and again.
Something new can be challenging, but it's also incredibly exciting. The thrill of reaching your goals and the enthusiasm you feel at the beginning is what will keep you motivated. While Detox Week is optional, it's a crucial step in kickstarting your program. Detox is a 4 to 7 day program designed to improve your metabolism, curb cravings, and reset your taste buds. Most importantly, it sets the stage for your weight loss journey. The length of your detox depends on your specific program. If you're on Rapid Results or Fat Shredder, you'll detox for 7 days. With sure and steady and continued commitment, you can choose between 4 to 7 days for your detox. If you haven't already taken the Go Trim Weight Loss and Lifestyle Profile and chosen your meal plan, now is the time to do it. Think of detoxing like getting an oil change for your car. You wouldn't add new oil without replacing the oil filter and draining out the old dirty oil, right? Your body works similarly. Without clearing out the toxins, the healthy foods and lifestyle changes you're implementing won't have the same effect, and your body won't function at its best. Overeating and consuming unhealthy foods burden your digestive tract and liver, leading to poor digestion and nutrient absorption over time. Foods like refined grains, starches, sugars, and unhealthy fats don't provide the nutrients your body needs, leaving you feeling hungry, tired, and bloated while keeping your body in fat storage mode. One underappreciated benefit of supporting your organs of detoxification is helping support your healthy aging. Our reproductive hormones, thyroid hormones, even your cholesterol are impacted by the health of your liver and ultimately how well you detoxify. Your digestive tract and liver work together. When one is overworked, the other follows. If your colon doesn't get enough fiber, it can't eliminate toxins effectively. These toxins get reabsorbed into your body, overloading your liver and creating a vicious cycle. By following the detox plan, you'll embark on a 4 to 7 day fruit and vegetable cleanse designed to clear your liver and digestive tract and reset your taste buds. Fresh organic fruits and vegetables are packed with phytonutrients, antioxidants, and enzymes that cleanse and protect your body. Your detox week should rely on more vegetables than fruits to have the greatest impact. Antioxidants fight free radicals. Antioxidants are rich in the skins of colorful foods like the ones you will be eating during your detox week. Antioxidants, as well as the plant nutrients and fiber found in colorful food you are eating this week, are crucial to neutralizing toxins that we are exposed to on a daily basis. These toxins come not just from our environment, but also from the foods we have been eating. In addition, both fruits and vegetables are stacked with enzymes which help break down food, giving your colon a much-needed rest to repair and rejuvenate. To support your detox, it's important to include lean protein in your meals. You should aim to 3 to 4 ounces of lean protein 3 times each day. Women should shoot for no less than 35 grams per day during detox week, while men should opt for 60 grams per day. There are many options to maintain your detox while also supporting your body's protein requirements. Options include egg whites, white fish, lean chicken or turkey without skin, and tofu. Protein helps maintain muscle mass, supports metabolism, and keeps you feeling full and satisfied during detox week. If you follow a vegan or vegetarian lifestyle, ask your GoTrim coach for resources on how to add appropriate proteins to your detox. Your detox week diet will primarily consist of raw vegetables, but you can also steam, sauté, or make homemade vegetable soups. Eating fresh fruits and vegetables for a week might seem daunting, but the benefits are endless, and you'll feel amazing once you're done. Remember, you've faced challenges before, and this is just another step toward your health and weight loss goals. During detox week, you can eat unlimited vegetables, but should limit fruit to 3 servings per day. For instance, 1 serving could be a medium apple, 3/4 cup of blueberries, or half a grapefruit. While fruit is most definitely considered healthy, it can influence your weight loss by contributing more to the storage of energy from its sugars than coaxing the body instead to burn its fat. The goal is to use fat as fuel and cleanse fat storage sites, so eating too much fruit can be counterproductive. The key to a successful detox is ensuring you eat enough. Preparation is crucial. Have your vegetables chopped and fruits ready. Opting into using bone broth can give you some added nutrients as well as protein to help get you over your detox hump. Don't hesitate to get creative with spices and herbs to make your meals flavorful and enjoyable. Ask your GoTrim coach for recipes to support you during this process. You can even make a fruit and vegetable smoothie. Try blending water, fresh berries, kale or spinach, fresh lemon or lime juice, and ice. Adding ginger can enhance the flavor even more. Since Detox Week is about kickstarting your metabolism, there are some foods to avoid. No fats, even healthy oils, butter, margarine, or mayonnaise. Avoid all caffeine, alcohol, sugar, dairy, artificial sweeteners, and junk food. These are the very toxins we're trying to eliminate, so adding them back into your detox would be counterproductive. It's essential to continue any current nutritional supplements and prescription medications during detox week. However, don't introduce anything new, except for the NutriClean 7-Day Cleansing System, which is formulated to assist your body during detox. You should avoid strenuous exercise during detox week. Your body will be focused on cleansing itself using the plant compounds from fruits and vegetables. Adding intense physical activity means your cells will have to repair themselves from that exercise, which can interfere with detoxification. During detox week, you might feel more tired than usual, but this typically subsides after the first few days, and by the end of the week, you should have more energy. Transitioning from a diet high in junk food and caffeine to healthier choices may lead to a period of adjustment, where you might notice temporary effects like mild head discomfort, a lag in energy, or changes in mood as your body adapts. This starts to ease as your body adjusts. Start each morning with the juice of half a lemon in warm water. This combination is an alkalizing agent and helps fight off cravings. It also aids digestion and detoxifies your gallbladder. You can drink this mixture throughout the day, but it's especially important to have it first thing in the morning. Also, be sure to drink at least 64 ounces of water daily at a minimum. Certain individuals, such as pregnant or breastfeeding women and those with ongoing medical conditions, should not participate in the 7-day detox without consulting their physician. This includes people with blood sugar concerns or other conditions that require careful management. The NutriClean 7-Day Cleansing System is a great addition to your detox. It includes fiber powder, HepatoCleanse capsules, and release capsules. This system supports colon cleansing, digestive health, nutrient absorption, and helps relieve occasional constipation. Here are some tips to manage hunger during detox week. 1. Eat more vegetables. Bulk up your meals to stay full. 2. Drink plenty of water, decaffeinated herbal tea, or low-sodium vegetable broth. 3. Find activities to occupy your time, like going for a walk, organizing your space, or reading a book. 4. Add fiber supplements, such as NutriClean fiber powder, between dinner and bedtime to ensure proper bowel movement and satiety. 5. Incorporate enough protein into your meals, such as egg whites, white fish, lean chicken, turkey without skin, or tofu. The most important thing during detox week is to remember why you want to lose weight and improve your health. Focus on eating more vegetables than fruit, don't go hungry, and prepare ahead of time. While detox week might not be the easiest part of your journey, it will make a significant difference in your progress during the 12-week program and your long-term health. Some people feel so great after detox that they choose to detox seasonally or whenever they hit a plateau. Whenever you choose to detox, make sure you're committed and prepared so you can succeed. Good luck and have a great detox week. You can do it.
I would add to that, you're worth it. So you all have packets. Those that didn't fill out the disclaimer and the health survey, please send them back to me as best you can. Leave them back there on the table, and the rest of the information is for you. If you do want to take the weight profile, it is on the website with the QR code. And this is the journal that you will get that will take you through a 12-week program if that's what you want. You don't have to purchase anything unless you want to, unless you feel that's necessary. Sometimes, like I say, the supplements will fill in the gaps, and they will help you have a more successful detox. But we can do it different ways. The science is showing right now, the video showed that we need lean protein. That was not in the original detox plan for this company and for this program. When the program was created, that wasn't there. So science is dictating, so our company follows the science as best they can, and they're now saying we need to add the lean protein. We only ever added it before if somebody was diabetic, so they wouldn't have the low sugars that they could have without having that protein. So as we advance in science and epigenetics, that's the expression of our genes on and off, which we can do with lifestyle and diet. We'll make those changes as necessary throughout the company. Whatever program works for you, I have several different ways to get where you need to go. Not everything works for everybody, and not everybody has a budget to spend on losing weight. So if you don't, I can give you some tips on that, maybe privately, so that it's not done as a group. But this is the full journal. There's 12 weeks in here. And then online, if you go to the online site that's mentioned, there's videos, there's exercises, there's positive affirmations, there's journaling. Whatever you might need to make you successful is right in that program. And like I say, there's a coach's website for me, but there's also, we're on Facebook. Maybe you won't relate to anything I said today, but somebody on Facebook will make a comment about their weight loss journey or their detoxification, and it'll strike something, and you'll feel that you can go in that direction. So there's many options. I've only shared 2 of the options. I had a third one, but it is a little of a higher level of understanding in biochemistry, and I felt like it's just too much talking. So there'd be too much reading, and it's a little over a lot of people's heads. So I wanted to make this as simple as possible so it's doable, and that you can all make the changes that you need to make. Just start with one thing. Whatever that one thing is. So I just want to read again what I read last week as we close up. And that is, surround yourself with positive, uplifting people. It's your time to shine. Create an environment in which you can shine. If you're in an environment where it's not easy to detox, then if you can remove yourself from that environment, that's great. If you can't, just do the best you can, but be prepared. Remove the clutter. Decorate your space with inspirational words and quotes and read them every day. We're in the workforce sometimes and people are rude and mean, but you can go to your private space and claim those positive affirmations. Make exercise a priority. Parking further away and just walk into your car is a start, rather than parking closer to the door. Exercise is not just to look good. You know, The Biggest Loser is a great program, but it's not just to lose weight. It's not just to look good. It actually is more important to feel good. Exercise releases happy endorphins to your brain, helping you to see the positive in every situation. This is where we're talking about detoxing the mind. If you're exercising, walking a trail, you can start to detoxify your mind of those things that creep in that cause us not to be able to do the things that we say we want to do. And that's the Bondage Broken class at the end of this 4-week series. Your body will utilize the vitamins, minerals, antioxidant, phytochemicals, and energy in the good foods, the nutrient-dense foods, to help you shine in all of your day-to-day activities. Be confident in yourself and the abilities you have to reach any goal in which you set your heart and mind to. You can do it. Jesus said we could do anything. We really can, because he's with us. And he strengthens us, as we all know. You can do it. You just need to believe in yourself. Confidence shines in everything you do. Find someone else who needs help reaching a goal, and make a commitment. Make a commitment to them. The commitment is not to me, it's to yourself. But make a commitment with another partner maybe to help you along the way as you continue on your path to reach your goal. Weren't we all made to shine? And we were. But if we're sick, we can't shine. If we're locked up at home, I'm not feeling so good today, and I feel hot, and I've got a sore throat, and kind of a hoarse voice, but I'm here, and I'm willing to help in any way that I can. You can have everything in life you want if you will just help other people to get what they want. I thought that's a great quote. So I'm done with my presentation, except for going through the pile of papers that I left with you. And you know, it's really hard to know what to give you to make this a success. But I gave you some detox power foods. On the back of that particular page is a list of all the foods. This is a low glycemic index program, which means every food has a number of how much sugar and what it does to the body. And the low glycemic helps not to raise that blood sugar. And I would say for most of us that our blood sugar is the problem, especially our kids. They go to school in the morning on a maybe carnation breakfast, and by 8, 9, 10 o'clock, they're slumping in their seats. And what do they want? They want sugar. The brain has to have sugar to function. It'll create it somehow in the body. It'll create its own source. But it has to have sugar to function, but it has to be balanced. So sometimes we are yo-yoing up and down on our blood sugars, and then we go into fat storage mode because the body doesn't know what to do. It's saying, hey, what's going on? I'm on a roller coaster here. You know, and I don't know what to do. So everything I eat, whether it's chicken, broccoli, healthy food, I'm going to put it to fat storage because I really don't know what else to do because we're on this yo-yo of our blood sugars. So I would say, even if diabetic or not, our blood sugars are constantly up and down and all over the place. So to try and keep that on a more steady level, we need to be in fat burning zone, which is one of the pictures in your handout. I gave a little short detox shopping list to give you an idea what to look for at the store, and a little out with the bad. This is a little pre-tox detox reminder, and it'll say TLS detox because we just changed to goat trim, so I haven't updated all my paperwork. I also have toxins and their effects on the body. What do these toxins do to us? And you know, every day, in the video I didn't show, there are 2,000 toxins added. I think it's yearly, annually, and so many other chemicals. So we're constantly bombarded with toxins that we don't know that they're affecting our bodies. But if we can keep our bodies as clean as we can by the food that we eat, the exercise, the mind programs, then maybe we can have a better quality of life. This extreme detoxification curcumin is a turmeric product, very good for detoxification. It's 8 times more potent than anything else you will find out on the market. It is extracted specifically from a root and not the way other turmerics are processed. So you get the best bang for your buck if you buy the right product because it's got the right level of nutrient in there to help your body. Yeah, we can go to any local store and pick up supplements, and maybe they'll help for a while. But some of them are sitting in the gut. And I can say I could name 5 right now that I've seen sitting on a video swallow in somebody's gut with different dates on them where they weren't able to eliminate them out. So they absolutely did not absorb. When I was in North Carolina last month, I met a new doctor by the name of Dr. Stan Pierce. And he was up on stage and he said, people asked, what supplements do you take? He said, I don't take them, I absorb them. So we are what we eat. We are what your body can absorb. So we have to be looking about those absorbable items that can get into our bodies, and everything has to be in an isotonic state. So my supplements, most of them are isotonic. They're already broken down, they're bioavailable, the body can just take them and use them. Any ones that are not made into that particular compound, because they can't scientifically be made that way, it would just take the benefit of them away. But anything like magnesium or an antioxidant, vitamin C, can all be used in an isotonic form. You drink them, 2 ounces of water for each item, and they're in your body at 95% in about 15 minutes. So I think that's a great bioavailable product if you were looking for something to get started with. This was the item that I was looking at, was blood sugar and fat burning. And pretty much we want to stay in fat burning zone. So looking at the list of foods that you have, there are some that are in the higher range of glycemic index and some are in the mid and the low. And you can combine some, but if you stay always in the high glycemic, you're going to mess up your blood sugar, and that's going to cause fat storage. So I just wanted you to be aware of that. If we yo-yo diet, it actually destroys the metabolism. So that's very hard for the body then to decide how to manage the food that we eat. It puts it to fat storage, and then we're kind of lost in the process. I did put some recipes in here. These are the new Go Trim program, very similar to the TLS. But because science is moving fast, genetics is moving, we have to upgrade some of the things that we share. So here again are some recipes if anybody's interested. They are also available on the website if you want to buy the shake. There is a Go Trim 30-day jumpstart. That's another cleanse. It's a 1-week detox, and then we go into fat burning, and that goes over 30 days. So I have several programs. It depends what you're looking for. Talk to me. Text me is the best way to get a hold of me, and I hopefully can answer any question that you have. If I can't, we'll send it to the Go Trim website, and we'll ask the dietitians and the naturopaths to give us an answer. All the recipes are written by registered dietitians, so they're very safe, and I'm covered because I'm a nurse. I'm not a dietitian, so the company had those recipes written by registered dietitians for our benefit. So anyway, I think that concludes my class, and I did it all within an hour. Amen. Thank you all for coming. I really appreciate you. Thank you.